Baker said it was only week 2, but to come back in this building against that football team and kind of grind your way through a victory, what does this mean to this club?
Yeah, for starters, having a bunch of guys out, a lot of guys stepping up in a huge way, and for it to come down to critical moments in a really tight ball game and everybody stepping up is so big for everybody on this team to stick together. Obviously a different outcome than we had last time we were here, like you mentioned, but it's a new season. Still got a lot of games left, but for us, building chemistry and building this resiliency and the culture that we want, this is a huge win for us. And so we have to continue to build on that. And now there's a lot of stuff we can fix. I said it on the field after the game. It's completely on me on the last drive, not making them burn their last timeout before punting the ball. So got to be better in that aspect, but it's always better to learn off of a win than it is a loss. So, continue to push forward and build on it.
They took the lead and you went right down the field and scored the go-ahead touchdown. And you did some stuff with your legs all day today. You talk about the draw play, how that was designed during the week. Like, what did you see there?
Yeah, just formationally, something Liam drew up and understanding how they cover the empty package. And, made a couple guys miss, wound up cutting it back. But, guys up front, it's not an easy front to block. I mean, Aiden Hutchinson has no off switch. He's never stopping. So, for Justin School, I want him to keep his head up. That's not an easy matchup to be able to come in there. And our tight ends did a ton of dirty work today. A lot of chips, a lot of help in the protection, and trying to make plays when we needed them. It wasn't the prettiest win by any means, but we'll take a win.
Baker, talking to Graham just now regarding Hutchinson's start, he said it was collective. There wasn't one glaring spot that was costly. Did you guys change something, or is it just having to execute better to kind of keep an eye out?
Yeah, they do a good job of moving him around, and that's, good coordinators do that to where you can't just game plan one certain look, and they do a great job moving around. So, we have to be on our P's and Q's, understanding where he's at protection-wise, and understanding what our plan is to attack it. And, it's a full collective effort. Guys outside made the plays when we had time to get the ball out, and made some plays with my legs when I needed to.
How much did last year's loss here stay in your mind until you get a chance to play a team again?
You always remember your last loss of the season, especially in the playoffs. Now, whether it was extra motivation, no, I wouldn't say that. Just really looking forward to the group that we have coming back here for another run at it. And they have a lot of the same pieces. They brought in some new additions as well. It's a great challenge. Anytime on the road in an atmosphere like this against a team that's as highly competitive as they are. And so for us, we were thinking about at the end of our season, but it wasn't a revenge game by any means. It was just it's this year. How are we going to improve? How are we going to win the big games when we need to in critical moments? And that's something that we harped on all season. So that's why it was so huge for us to come out with a win today.
What can you say about the defense and the way they had your back all day long?
No Kalijah, no Antoine. Vita goes down halfway through. A ton of guys stepping up. It's the collective effort they had, flying around, playing passionate football, physical. That's not an easy group to go up against. They got a lot of weapons. They scheme it up really well. So I can't say enough about our defense, especially that fourth quarter. Bend, don't break mentality. They had to get a touchdown, and our guys understood that and executed. That's what matters.
Who called that quarterback draw for the touchdown? Was it you or Liam, and how did that feel?
Liam did. Wasn't expecting to get in the end zone from that far out, but make a couple guys miss, and good things happen.
I'm sorry if you've already answered this, but just what went through your mind when you saw that clock hit 0 and you realized you guys were coming away as the victors?
Just not a weight lifted off my shoulders. You think about all the work we put in, game planning, the stuff throughout the week, but all offseason, the guys we brought in that really helped us out here today, the improvements that our young guys made throughout the offseason to get to these big moments and playing within themselves, and that's the big part. It took all 3 phases today to win this game, and so that was it. It's almost a pure joy feeling of realizing this was a team victory today, and so great feeling.
I know you just talked about the team, but you've accounted for 6 touchdowns through the first 2 games. Is this the best Baker Mayfield we've ever seen?
I'm trying to like I mentioned last week, give the ball where the defense is going to dictate it. And so today, obviously, Liam called a great play, having Chris wide open down the sideline. So that's a great play call by him and design. And just, we would like to have finished with a touchdown on a couple of those drives, but trying to let the defense dictate where the ball goes. And if I have to make plays with my legs, that was a big reason of, looking back at last year, there were a lot of times I could have extended some plays, keep my eyes downfield, but when I need to take advantage of it and get a few yards, just for positive, efficient plays on offense, that's important.
I think your back-to-back 11-yard runs on that scoring drive, ability to go ahead and score. Really seemed like a man on a mission, a man on fire out there. You're looking to that was a career long as well, career long touchdown. Right?
Is it really 11 yards? That's so sad.
You looking to extend that in the future?
No, I'm not looking to run first by any means, but if play call is a QB draw, I'm going to try and make it work. And so for me, like I said, let the defense dictate where the ball's going to go, and if I have to make plays with my legs, do it.
Kind of ducking your way out of those sacks, but then keeping your eyes downfield and connecting with Chris. Is there something you guys have worked on specifically with that? Because I know, and I asked you a little bit about that last week, but just with Chris specifically, is there something you've worked on with that that's allowed that to happen?
You talk about scramble drill, but it becomes second nature when you have a smart football player like Chris, and understanding what kind of man coverage they're running. And if I'm going to extend a play, he's going to see where I'm going. He's going to make a guy miss and work with me towards whatever sideline I'm going towards. And Chris is an unbelievable player, and we're very lucky to have him. But he makes those plays work. All I can do is try and extend the play, and he's got to win on his original route and then win on the second one on scramble drill, and he's got to do that all with reaction and timing. So he's unreal.
On the touchdown pass, you mentioned the play call. Did it seem to confuse them because he was wide open?
Yeah, that's the design. Liam did a great job drawing that one up. Just understanding where we were at in the field, what kind of coverages and defense they were going to call. And so he was excited about that play call. He had been talking about it all week, so it's always fun when it comes true. Thanks, guys.
Thanks,
Monte David on his way in.